Alright, what's up everybody? No need for an introduction, everybody knows him. So man, you were vegan, right?
Yeah.
Just talk about when it was and how you got into it.
All started with my hepatitis B vaccine. I had a very bad reaction to it. I was perfectly healthy before that, and the day after I got the vaccine, I fainted while riding my bike. I lost consciousness. It was the first time I lost consciousness in my life. And then I woke up in the middle of the street and I went home and it was a very high fever for, a few days. And then just, I had digestive symptoms started appearing and joint issues and just brain issues, and then they just never went away and they just kept getting worse, and so I was living like that for a few years, and then I started thinking about the doctors, they were like, you're fine, and they told me to take a pill to relieve gas, or oh, you have gas. I was like, oh, I had gas for 4 years. That's crazy. So they gave me pills for that, and I was just like, yeah, these guys, this happened to me because of doctors, so why am I gonna listen to them? So I just started looking for alternative healing stuff, and got into the yoga new age thing with the vegetarianism and then veganism, and I just got into that to heal myself. And with the yoga and everything, I just really believed that this was definitely the way to heal myself. And even though I kept getting worse, I kept doing it because I was just convinced that I would just tweak something and it would all pan out. But it didn't. I just kept getting worse the whole time. And and then during that time I had seen this Filipino guy on YouTube eating raw meat. His name was Edwin Casimiro. His YouTube account was Good Samaritan 77 or something like that. And he was saying he was healing people with raw meat and raw food in general and stuff. He had testimonials and everything. And I thought it was a little crazy, so I never tried it for a while. But then eventually I felt so bad that I didn't care if it ended up killing me, because that was the fear with trying it in the first place. I never had an ethical thing to get over, because I was never an ethical vegan. But eventually when it got to the point where I didn't care if it killed me, I was like, all right, I'll give Edwin Casimiro's advice a try. And so the first time, so my symptoms were basically the main issue that was the worst was gallstones. So I was just having gallbladder attacks several times a week, which is basically the worst pain I've ever experienced. And I would experience it several times a week, so that'll
What do you think it was from?
It's supposedly from cooked vegetable oils.
Which you ate as a vegan?
Accumulating.
You ate them as a vegan?
Yeah, and
also before.
I think the reason it happened is because after the vaccine, all the problems started happening, but the gallstones developed after that.
Yeah.
So I think it's just because my body was unable to properly, deal with all the, cooked vegetable oils I was eating. So, the fats, apparently they accumulate into stones. that just gets stuck in your gallbladder. And so I was nauseous all the time because of the gallstones, and then I would have the attacks. The attacks are like some of the worst pain you could imagine. Yeah, it's 24/7 nausea. I had arthritis at like 19, which is crazy.
Fuck.
Constantly tired. Sciatica, I had like back pain, just like shooting down through my leg. I couldn't like walk sometimes. It's like an invalid. I was like bedridden sometimes. It's just like my back and leg hurt so much I couldn't walk. It's hard to remember all the symptoms. It was so long ago, and there were so many of them. Acne.
You won't be able to hear that. Digestion also, right?
No, it was constant nausea, so
Yeah.
I couldn't. I just like anytime I ate anything, it was just sitting in my gut and making me nauseous.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? Just acne. Just like really bad psoriasis. Tooth pain. Yeah. I mean, those were the main things.
Is this why you started the whole anti-vegan thing? Because you got sick as a vegan? Or was it more to it?
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Mhm. And the first time I ate raw steak, it was the first time I ate something without being nauseous in like many years. So then I just went 100% like that day.
Should ask you, what do you think is the future of veganism? Like I ask everybody, but you already talked about this a lot. What do you think is going to happen? It's just going to continue, or is it going to fall apart?
It's gonna succeed, and anyone who's living in civilization is gonna be vegan eventually.
What do you think about the lab-grown meat and all of that?
Yeah, that's gonna be a part of it.
Yeah, so that's the goal.
It's part of
Part of
what
it.
they're doing. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you eat nowadays?
It's meat, dairy, raw. That's it, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I just like that's about 96% of my diet, I'd say.
Yeah.
And other than that, it could be anything, just excluding grains, though. I just never eat grains
Yeah.
or sugar.
I have sometimes cooked food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like if I'm hungry, like I don't care.
Mm.
Like I'm not gonna be hungry and not eat. And like up to a couple of years ago, if I ate cooked food, I would just like get really sick, or like at the very least like really tired.
Yeah.
But now like I can eat anything, and it like doesn't matter. So I think I've like healed to the point where I just don't have any food sensitivities at all anymore.
Yeah.
Whereas before I could only eat like very specific stuff.
Yeah.
Which is the stuff I mainly eat anyway now, but like if I'm hungry, I'll eat something else.
Yeah. You're also very thankful to Agnes Wonder Planets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he basically saved your life.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Well, Edwin Casimiro, he started it. But,
Yeah.
I think Agnes, helped me more in the end.
Yeah. Any plans for the future? More anti-vegan stuff?
Not really.
No? Just whatever comes up?
Yeah, nothing in the near future. I kind
Okay.
of,
Are you pretty much done with the whole anti-vegan thing, or just,
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, you just got over it?
Yeah, I mean, I just have nothing else to say really.
Yeah.
I've just, I've said everything, and
Yeah,
what's
true.
what's left to say, and
Yeah.
everyone else is saying it now too, so it's like they can do it.
Yeah, but you're the one who started the events. You're,
Yeah, well, they can continue. I'm not even needed anymore.
Yeah.
So and I can move on with my life.
You did your thing.
Yeah, and it's just it just consumes your life too. So I want to focus on other stuff.
Yeah.
That's like focus on myself more.
Yeah.
Because with YouTube, it's just like you can become just takes too much of your life.
Right. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.